Um, so I'm going to break down my locks for the UFC Fight Night Grasso vs Shevchenko 2 card. So starting off with my first lock of the card, I got Charlie Campbell. Now I know he's making his debut here, but Alex Reyes has been out for 6 years. He's 36 years old at lightweight. That is pretty old for lightweight, especially. This guy was fighting in 2006, and now he's coming back now. I'm not saying his last fight was in 2006, but his last fight was in 2017. It's been almost 6 years. That's a fucking long ass time in the fight game to not be fighting. And it's not like Alex Reyes is coming back and he was some like ranked level fighter or something like that. Like he wasn't like a regional fighter or anything like that. Like, sorry, not regional fighter. He wasn't like a championship fighter or championship level or anything like that. Like he was just a guy who came off the regional scene, got knocked out by Mike Perry in a minute, and then just disappeared. Had a lot of injuries, and with the things with injuries, they get worse as you get older. I'm sure he's banged up going into this fight against Charlie Campbell, and Charlie Campbell's been active. He's had some fights. He did get knocked out by Chris Duncan, but look at that loss is aging pretty well. Chris Duncan's on a pretty good run at the moment in the UFC. Booked against Terrence McKinney, and Charlie Campbell was a shot away from finishing that fight. He had Duncan hurt so badly, and he was literally about to win that, and then just out of nowhere gets caught. I don't think Alex Reyes is going to catch him like that. I think Campbell will learn from his mistakes in that Chris Duncan fight, and I think he's going to knock out Alex Reyes. That's my pick here. Charlie Campbell by KO on Alex Reyes. Younger, better, he's more suited to the current skill set as well. Alex Reyes is from a different era of MMA. Like I say, he's been fighting since like 2006. He's from a different era of MMA. I don't think he's going to be getting better. And we've seen him get chinned his last fight, and it's been years. And I think Campbell's going to find that chin, and I think he's going to get him out of there. And then moving on, I got my next lock of the card, which is Roman Kopylov. Pretty. I am sort of concerned in this fight just because of the wrestling from Josh Frem, but Josh Frem just made a fight with Jamie Pickett decently competitive, and Jamie Pickett's nowhere near Roman Kopylov level. And I know people might bring up the loss to Kyle Roberson, but that was a different Roman Kopylov, and even then, Kyle Roberson, he's not great, but if you look at who he's lost to, Kyle Roberson almost knocked out Glover Teixeira, so he's not like a bad fight, and he was undersized at light heavyweight too, and he almost got Glover Teixeira out of there. So Kyle Roberson's not a bad loss at all. He's not a bad fighter. He has a win over Ryan Spann as well. But I think Roman Kopylov is going to get this one done. I think he's going to knock out Josh Fremd in the second round. Mythical fighter is Roman Kopylov as soon as it hits the 5 minute and 1 second mark. Like honestly, he's a mythical fighter. As soon as he passes that 5 minute threshold, he just boom, head kick KO, boom, fucking throws a fucking 10 punch fucking combo with like bantamweight speed at middleweight. So I like the middleweight Peter Yan Roman Kopylov here against Josh Fremd. I think he's going to get this one done. Last week my lock streak got broken, but I went overboard. I did 3 locks there. I said if Israel Adesanya loses, he's the one lock I'm not counting. So he did end up losing. So my 2 lock streaks continues, but I did go overboard and I went with 3. But I'm happy. Maybe I jinxed Adesanya in that fight, but I'm happy with these locks. I think these are a shoe-in to win, but I would say if I have either one that I'm worried about, I'm more worried about Kopylov just because middleweight, you can never know what's going to happen in this division. It's one of the most confusing divisions to predict fights. Like it's like the women's mixed martial arts of male divisions. Like it's just nothing makes sense in these divisions. Anybody can beat anyone on any given night in the middleweight division. Like it's got to be the division with the biggest upsets this year. Robert Whittaker losing to Dricus du Plessis was a big upset, and then Sean Strickland beating Israel Adesanya was a massive upset. Even Jared Cannonier beating Vittori was a decent upset to a lot of people. I thought stylistically Jared Cannonier could give him problems, and he did do that. But I guess we're going to see what happens. But I like Charlie Campbell and Roman Kopylov here for my locks. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you. and put on their notifications. Alright, catches